From now on, I think I'm going to do my intros in the car. Up next, episode number 2 with Jesse and Eric from Chela Entertainment. So go ahead, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Here it is.
We're hot.
Good.
Hello. Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us, bro.
To coming, huh? I came to your sister's
Yeah,
house.
you came to my sister's house. Shout out to my sister.
Yeah. Hey, what's how nice way?
Yeah, dude. Fucking, believe it or not, this is the house I grew up in, dude. You know, my sister took over and dad remodeled it, and fuck, dude. Well, my sister had the vision. My dad was just the one.
He was the one doing the work.
Yeah, dude. So
And
that's
then
pretty much my sister's design,
You
bro.
peed right here. You threw up right there by the
I'm not gonna lie,
fireplace.
bro. I threw up a couple of times around here, bro.
You probably had like your little booth for Santa right there underneath the
Yeah.
fireplace.
Kid you not, the Christmas tree went right there, dude.
You're rich, fool. When I was a kid, I always wanted to have a fireplace.
Nah, we're not rich, bro. We're just fortunate.
Bless.
Bless.
I love that. Bless.
Bless. So what's up, bro?
Nothing, fool. What's up with you?
It's been a minute. I'll tell you that.
So what is? How do you pronounce it? How do you say it? Chela Entertainment.
Chela Entertainment.
Chela,
bro.
like chelas. Like we're gonna drink some chelas.
Yeah, before first month, dude, you know. Got you and your wife a little present. So hopefully you guys enjoy.
Chela Entertainment.
Yeah, dude.
So you're my guest. I'm supposed to bring you something.
Don't worry about it, man.
All I brought you was my smile. You know
Yeah,
what I
your
mean?
smile and your crew and the attention, bro. That's all I want.
Everybody back there is with us today.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You're here. There's no one there. Hey, but you guys are gonna be watching. You guys are gonna love this episode.
Hey,
Promise you.
so before we started, you said that this is the first house you lived in LB.
Yeah, when we moved from Gilroy, dude, this is like the
Oh, you
first.
used to live in Gilroy.
We used to live in Gilroy. Like,
So you're not like a LB gangster or nothing.
Nah. I don't even claim Gilroy, bro, because I was just born there. Lived there for like about till like I was in second grade.
Oh, so you didn't really remember it that much.
Nah, like I remember my childhood. You know, the little apartment we used to live in.
Did you go to the Gilroy Garlic Festival or no?
We used to go as kids, man. Before I got shot at, you know.
Well, no needed.
You know.
R.I.P. to the big homie. You know what I mean?
No, I know, bro, but you know,
Did somebody
like,
die or nobody died?
I think some people did that, bro.
I think the guy that was.
I think that's why they moved it. Actually, we hosted it last year here in LB, bro.
Yeah, and that shit was trash.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks, bro. But they're trying to find a new home for it because I don't think Gilroy is approving it anymore.
They don't want it anymore.
So I've heard. Don't quote me on it.
I never went. I always heard about it. I had friends that used to go when they were younger, and they always talked about. They would hype up the garlic, not pizza, the garlic ice cream.
Ice cream, dude. I tried it once. I didn't like it, bro. I'll be real with you.
Never again.
Yeah, they have like crazy like garlic colognes, bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they have a garlic cologne, like garlic perfume and stuff. And I'm a cologne enthusiast, you know.
So you have one?
I went as like when I grew up, like when I was much older, I should say, maybe like before the whole incident happened.
Yeah.
I went and I was like, I'm gonna see what freaking cologne's all about, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, it was ass. So I didn't buy it.
That's what's up. So what is Chela Entertainment?
So
Hold on. I asked the question, and then you're supposed to answer it, but I'm gonna cut you off. My bad.
all right.
First and foremost, thank you for hyping me up to actually do this. You don't know that you did that, but you did that.
No, I remember.
So when you started the Chela Entertainment, I see you did like the Instagram, the Twitter, and all that stuff. I was like, damn, this fool. Because we talked about you starting some type of promotion.
Way back ago.
Like fucking 2013 when I met you.
That was a long time ago.
Right? And then I saw you like, I remember when you did the, I'm not sure if you hosted it, but you had a part in it when you did the Halloween party. And where was it?
It was in
Porterville?
Porterville, dude. Yeah.
Middle of nowhere.
Yeah, middle.
I didn't get to go.
Nah, dude, we put Porterville on the map that night, dude.
Yeah,
it was
just for one night.
It was awesome, dude. You know, it was a couple of us, man. The homie Panda, the compa Lisa, you know, from Porterville. You know, it all started in that group. I don't know if you remember that.
I was
that group chat. You know, that's when the infamous Twitter group chats were a thing.
Yeah,
back in the
yeah.
day, man. And yeah, dude, I remember the homegirl Jackie. It's that Jenny. You know, we were all just talking about like, hey, you know, when are we gonna get out of the group chat? You know, when are we gonna make some plans? You know?
Yeah.
And surprisingly, we planned that party when we went to go see Grupo Firme in Fresno.
Was I there?
I think you were.
I was pretty drunk though.
I think you might have been there. Actually, you were there because we stayed at your homeboy's apartment. Or was it Tisca that we stayed at?
It was Tisca's.
And Fredo.
Yeah, it was Tisca's because me and Fredo cut and we went to somebody else's house and we were passed out in the living room.
Yeah, you guys didn't make it out.
Yeah, we didn't make it. Yeah, we didn't make it. I remember that.
You guys didn't make it out, dude. Yeah, dude, so point being, you know, we're at the Grupo Firme, and I remember, like, Grupo Firme was, like, the biggest hype, you know, that's when it barely came out.
It was 2019?
I want to say it was like 19, 20. This is like
It was obviously way before
it was
the
before
vid.
yeah, it was before COVID. So I want to say it was like 2019, dude. Like obviously like Grupo Firme was a hype, dude. You know, like, they were like barely coming out and stuff. And I remember we're all bummed out because they didn't even close in the concert. They were like the opening act for the concert. So like after that, we were kind of bored.
Right. Like that was it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I remember. I remember those foods came out. It was hyped up, and then we just kept drinking. We stopped caring about the concert.
Yeah,
after
we
that.
stopped, and then like remember like the homegirl, freaking Jenny, dude. She stole a bottle of vodka from like the bar, dude. We were just passing that thing around, dude. So yeah, we got pretty wasted that time. And well, point being, dude. So we all got bored from the concert. We left, and then we went back to the house and. We were talking about like, hey, when are we gonna get out again? What are we gonna do? And Halloween was coming up, and they had this idea, dude. Like, let's get a wanda and let's throw a big ass Halloween party, dude. Dude, that fucking Halloween party got raided because I think we had like 500 people at that party.
Oh, mames. And where was that? Like in some ranch or?
Yeah, it was like a.
Because I remember, like I saw like video. Like I didn't go.
I think it was at the compa Panda's or compa Lisa's house, bro.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, Porterville, like you've been in Porterville, it's like very agriculture and like there's like little ranchitos, but there's like houses,
Yeah.
They're very next to each other. But, obviously like they had a big yard, so that's where we had it, dude. So like people from like Fresno, we were coming from Las Vegas. We invited people from Bakersfield, dude. It just got out of hand, dude.
And how did you promote that?
We didn't. That's the thing, we just.
Because I remember like we were in the group chat, and I remember seeing it in the group chat, and I'm just like, oh, that's way out there.
Yeah,
and at the time I was living in the Bay. Yeah. So I'm just like,
that's right. You lived out in the Bay, bro.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way I'm traveling from the Bay on a.
It was a Friday night.
Exactly. That's why I didn't make it. On a Friday night after work, all the way to Porterville from the Bay. I was like, I'm gonna get there at freaking midnight. Like, by the time I get there, it's gonna be done.
Yeah. Nah, dude, that thing. Well, it got raided like around. I want to say it was like 12, 1 o'clock, but they didn't shut us down, dude.
Yeah. What did they say or what?
They just started telling us to start taking people we didn't know because that's the excuse we gave.
Oh. Okay,
like, hey, a lot of people showed up that weren't invited to family party, like yada yada. So they just started taking people out. So we did. But the party went on to like 3 o'clock in the morning, man.
Oh, mommy.
Yeah, dude. It was like lit. And like it just got out of control because like, you have that's what happens when you have like a bunch of crew, like different people mixed together. Well, each of them knows their little crew. Mm-hmm. And that group chat was like 22 people deep, dude.
And everybody invites 5 people minimum.
And those 5 people are inviting 5 people. Well, it got out of hand, bro. I kid you not, it was like close to like 500 people at that party.
God.
Yeah,
and you guys didn't charge nothing.
We didn't charge, bro.
Damn, fool! You guys could have came up that night.
Came up, dude, and it's surprisingly because it's funny that you say that because that's what the whole Chela Entertainment came about.
Right.
I remember my mom told me once, dude, like I used to have a bunch of parties at my house, man. Mm-hmm. You remember how crowded my house would be?
Yeah.
Like I'd get grupos and my mom would feed you guys and I remember one time she told me like. Mijo, estás bien pendejo. And I was like, what do you mean, Mom? She goes like, well, ya que te gusta andar en el desmadre y hacer estos paris, pues ¿por qué no cobras, cabrón, para entrar? Mira cómo se tiene la casa. Yeah. And then like easily, bro, like, like you see my house, it's not a big house, it's not a big yard, bro, but we at least had like 100 people in that.
Yeah, definitely.
It was like shoulder to shoulder, those parties.
New Year's was packed.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was my birthday parties, man. Yeah. When you hit yourself with the fan.
The fucking fan, fool. R.I.P. to that fan, but I don't know what happened. That shit was spinning.
It nicked the shit out of your nose, huh? Boom. Yeah, I remember that, dude. I remember my dad, like, he still remembers that. He's all like, hey, how's Big Tony? I was like, I think the fan's doing better, Dad. It's still hanging.
Dude, I had like a cut right here, and I was like, what the fuck? You know me.
Yeah, dude, you've always been the tallest fucking friend I have.
The tallest Mexican.
Yeah, no, well, I think Eric.
I'm the second.
I don't know how tall you guys are.
I think he's taller.
I'm 6'4".
Yeah, I'm 6'3".
Yeah, so you guys are my tallest friends, bro. So this one don't hit the fan, Not yet. Not yet. Nah, that's when we used to have those mean old waterfalls, remember?
Yeah.
And that's when it happened, man. So, but yeah, but point being, that's where it all started. Like I still remember when my mom used to, like told me that, like, and it stuck, dude. Like, and I was like, and then I noticed, like. I didn't have I had the clout, you could say, like Twitter at that time,
Yeah.
It was popping for me at the time, dude. So I just wish I could have taken advantage of it earlier.
Yeah.
I think I started a little too late, but I mean, it's never too late for anything, So
that's why we're here. This is
exactly, man.
3 years in the making, and we're here today.
Yeah, exactly, man. Because I do remember you talking about this way back, man. That you were talking about having a podcasting.
Well, it's because so on Snapchat, I would go on rants, like crazy rants, and I would just talk shit about whatever was going on today.
Your taco reviews, bro.
Taco reviews. Right now, that's my thing on TikTok. Because I hate how everybody goes out and they're like, oh, these tacos are great. Fuck that. Tell me if they suck. Like, I need to know the truth.
Yeah.
Like, this sucks. They can improve here. I need to know the truth. Because not every restaurant is good. Like, let's be honest.
But you gotta keep in mind, bro. Nowadays, the internet's a little sensitive.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
We gotta be positive.
Stay positive. You know, like, and it's not you hating on a business. Cause
it's just being honest.
You gotta be honest, man. Like, you know, if I'm not gonna eat something I don't like.
That's right.
And people gotta understand that. You know, I don't try to sell something.
That's not good.
That's not good. Like, you know, like, and I get it. Even with me, I get criticized with what I'm doing.
Like tamales that have vegetables in it? I don't know, fool. That's just...
Dude, that's like the Sinaloa style.
I mean, I'm not gonna... I was
Shout
gonna
out
say...
to the homies from Sinaloa. I got a couple, you know, like...
You know, that's Michoacan style too, you know?
Bro, TBH, bro, like, I've never seen it in my side of the hood.
In real life.
In my side of the hood, I've never seen it,
You're
bro.
from Michigan?
My dad's from Michoacan and my mom's from Mexicali, bro. I never saw it on that side, you know?
I haven't either.
I think it's...
Yeah, he's from Michoacan too, and he's from like the other side of Michoacan, bro. So it's like...
But are you from like a rancho?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say I was gonna already put a stereotype out there. There's people from the rancho, but they're from the rancho.
Nah, exactly, bro.
It.
We're like two different, you know, sides of the hood. You know?
Cause I've seen like my mom's from Jalisco, and my mom hates that shit. Cause there is people in Jalisco that do that.
Nah, bro. I seen people put like potato in them, bro. Like,
They put potato,
olive,
carrots, and peas,
and
it becomes a filler, and it's like, bro, that doesn't belong.
Well, es que tiene, hey, bro, you know, like, ahorita está cabrón, you know, con la carne
Hey,
cara, bro.
tiene que rendir,
Tiene que rendir, you know. Like, they don't want to add too much masa either.
So again, going back to being a low-key hater and criticizing, be like, it's because el rancho no tienen carne. You know what I mean?
No, es que el pinche pedos que sí tienen, güey. Like, tienen una pinche vaca atrás y la matan a la verga.
Yeah, not just being a hater, you know what I mean?
No, but like, you gotta, I see the point of view, you know, like.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go up to the owner and tell him your fucking food's trash.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna disrespect.
But you know, like you could see the point of views against people saying like, you know, like you're fucking hating, you know, like
yeah.
No, it's not. It's just I have an opinion, bro. Like, fuck it, you know. I felt like giving a review.
And some people, like I said, like some people love cabbage on tacos. I'm not a big fan unless it's like a shrimp taco or a fish taco.
I've seen cabbage on tacos, man. That's wild.
It's like, bro, like
dorados.
No, not dorados.
Like a regular
like
taco
a regular
asada. Like that's it.
Bro, I put lettuce on my tacos dorados, bro.
Yeah, lettuce is cool.
Repollo is like, I've seen it happen before.
And again, it becomes a filler, right? And I'm just like I don't like it.
I just had a conversation with the homegirl yesterday. We were talking about something, and I was making fun of her, and I was like, you know, like, don't worry about it, you know, es plática, échale más crema a tus tacos, you know, it's the same.
Yeah.
And she, like, looked at, like, she texted me, she's like, what the fuck, you put, like, crema in your tacos? And I was like,
it's a saying,
it's a saying, I was like, but, like.
Tacos dorados.
But I was like, you've never had tacos dorados? And she's all like, but I don't eat them like that. And I was like, all right.
Will you ever put sour cream on tamales?
No, bro.
Oh, try that. Try that, though. Low key, try it.
I've tried it, but.
Bro, I've seen people, like, eat pozole with, like, you know, they get a tostada and they put mayonnaise on it.
Oh,
bro.
what's up, fool? That's Michoacan or what?
No, bro.
Oh,
like,
shit.
the homie, I know.
I'm just stereotyping up there, right?
Nah,
today,
it was
fool,
bro, I'm telling you, it was a homie from, like, he's from Jalisco, but I guess that's how he grew up eating. So maybe it is a Jalisco thing, you know?
So, albóndigas, not pozole, but menudo. I like a tortilla with mayo on it.
That's wild, bro. That is
Fool,
just,
you got it. It's that little,
I mean,
tang, bro. You got to, I don't know. It's just.
I like my menudo how it is, dog, you know?
All right.
Con grano, sin grano.
Fuck.
Because menudo don't fucking have grano, homie.
They don't have what?
It doesn't have grano.
Oh, we're beefing today, son.
I'm telling you, bro.
I'll eat either or. People don't like the tripe. They don't like the right. Some people don't like it. They don't like the grano or the carne.
The hominy, whatever. Or
No,
the hominy is the corn.
Hominy is the corn.
The corn, yeah. But what are you talking about?
The stomach lining.
Oh, yeah. I mean, some people have an acquired taste, I guess.
I mean, I like that shit.
Maybe the texture.
Small pieces. My mom already knows. She got to cut that shit up in small pieces when she cooks it. Because if it's a big chunk like this, bro, I'm not eating it.
Yeah, you're gonna take.
I can't bite it. Nah.
You just want to fucking spoon
Yeah,
it, chew it,
like
swallow
maybe 2 bites and we're done. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna get a piece of
Un trozo grande,
and then
bro.
bite. Nah, fool, I can't do that.
Hey, have you gone?
It's the texture thing too, though.
Bro, it's wild how they serve like menudo in Mexico, bro. Like they actually do have like the big ass pieces, and they tell you like how much you want.
Oh yeah.
And then they stick their fucking whole ass hand in there and pull out a big ass trozo and they chop it up.
Toda pata.
Yeah, like fucking like.
One time.
And you're like, what the fuck, dude? Like that's
La
wild.
pata, dude.
Like, senora, I just seen you pick your nose and you just fucking shoved your fucking whole ass hand in the fucking. Oh yeah.
So my grandpa used to love to eat the pata.
Oh, yeah.
And then one time there was like a bone. I don't know what it was. There was a bone in my menudo. Mom, I was a kid. And I go, Mom, ¿qué chingado es eso? Es un hueso, cómetelo. Los huesos son para los pinches perros. And my grandpa was right there chewing on the bone. I'm like, oh, fool, no need. My mom always reminds me of that story, dude.
Yeah.
All the time. I'm just like, damn, I feel like a dick.
Yeah, no, hey, you know, like, it's just, well, I grew up in a home where we were always told, like, not to waste food.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know, like, my parents used to always tell us, like, you're not getting up from this table until you finish the food.
Yep.
Like, you're not going to be picky, you're not going to be this, you're not going to be that. Your mom's not going to cook an extra meal because you don't like something.
Yep.
You're going to eat what's on the table because this is what we have and this is what you're going to eat.
Mm-hmm. That was low-key a variety. So, like, there was, like...
I'm not going to lie, my mom used to always cook me on something on the side.
There was always, like, a variety, like frijoles de la olla. I don't really fuck with those.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But frijoles charros, I fuck with them.
Yeah, those are...
And that's different.
No?
Yeah, bro, that's a little fun fact, bro. I'm allergic to beans, bro.
You're allergic to beans?
That's wild.
You're Mexican and you're allergic
Breaking
to beans.
stereotypes, my boy.
Man, fool.
Yeah, dude.
We were breaking stereotypes. I had to turn off that freaking,
Yeah, exactly.
you know? What
Yeah,
was
you're
it?
welcome.
The smoke alarm?
Yeah, the fucking smoke
Kept
detector.
beeping for it.
I thought we were in the hood for a minute.
So like I was saying earlier, so because of you starting this, that's where I kind of started doing the whole.
That's awesome, man.
You pushed me to do it, you know.
I'm happy, man.
Remember I texted you and I told you that?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that conversation.
Then I was just like, man, this was trying. I saw you were like out there doing the music videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, fuck it, let me just legit try it. Like, let me just do it.
Yeah.
If it works out, it works out. If not, at least I'm doing something fun.
I mean,
talking
yeah.
to my friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Like,
Making new friends right here.
yeah, man. Like I've always said, man. Like, you got to go out in this world and you got to fucking test your luck, man. It's not even your luck, man. It's just like you got to go out there and chase your dreams, man.
Yeah.
You know, like if your dreams don't scare you, man, you need bigger dreams, man. So
I don't know, fool.
So it's just like, you know, it's scary, man, because, like, in my opinion, like, in my particular, like, case, you know, when I started this, man, like, it started, you know, when, like, my mom passed away, you
right.
know, like, that week, I remember, like, you know, I was at work, and then Compa Aldo, shout out to the homie from Watsonville, he's one of the guys that's working under me.
Okay.
Trying to manage, you know, like, we were chilling, and I remember I got a call, you know, like, them telling me, you know, like, my sister was on the phone, like, hey, you know, the doctors already told us, dude, Mom's not gonna make it past this week. You know, you gotta take a day off. Come see Mom.
Right.
So like, and I remember I was all bummed out, man. And then somehow the homie, like, he knew, like, cause conversations, you know, when he got hired on, we were always like talking about music, dude. You know,
right.
And he was telling me he was a singer and stuff like that. So I remember one day, that particular day, dude, he's all like, "Hey, dude, like, you want to hear some songs that I wrote?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude." And he showed me one of his corridos that he wrote, and then I was like, I listened to it, and it was just him a cappella singing with his guitar, with his bajo, and then I heard it, and I was like, dude, está chingona la letra, güey, like, you know, like, why haven't you recorded it? And I was like, you know what, I just never had the opportunity, you know? And I was like, you know what, dude, that's something I can help you with, bro, like, let's do it, you know? And then I told him, I was like, you know, I've always wanted to be a promoter, you know, I've always wanted to host, like, my own events. You know, like, music's my thing, you know, like, I don't see myself being a singer, but
you could sing too, though.
not to the potential, man. Like,
yeah.
You know, like, I know my limits, bro.
Good karaoke.
I'm a good karaoke shower guy, bro. You know, I'm gonna be real with you. You know, la peda, todos somos cantantes, bro. But, you know, like, to make it on this business, man, you know, like, you need a distinct voice, and, you know, like, so, like, I told him, I remember I told him, I was like, dude, you know, like, I love the music business. Like, I don't see myself, like, you know, pursuing it as a singer. Yeah. But as a businessman, why not? It gets me the best of both worlds, man. You know, like, I can, you know, be involved in the music industry and still do what I want, you know, like, what I love.
Because you've always loved, like, the ambiente and, like, dude, music, like, in general.
Music, man, to me is life, bro. Like, I've loved it. I grew up with it. My dad, you know, that's why I like you say, you know, you sing. But my dad, I remember I used to watch my dad singing at parties, and like, you know, like later on I found out my dad used to sing at the theater in Hollister back in the day, bro.
Dude.
Like they used to have like this back in the 70s, I guess they used to have like this segment on the radio, like back in the day, where it was called La Hora de los Aficionados. And my dad would go up and like sing at theaters and stuff like that. I fucking found out my dad has a mixtape somewhere out there, bro. Like I kid you not.
Yeah, dude, you gotta play that.
So like when I get my hands on it, bro, like, you know, like I already told his friend has it and told me I'm gonna bring it next time you have a party. He's all, so you can have that little piece of your dad. And I was like, yeah,
That's
I appreciate that, dude. But you know, like my dad was always involved in music, and I remember my dad, like that's when like discotecas were a thing back in the day, dude. So like on Saturdays, that blue Chevy I drove, that Silverado, my dad had, it was brand new, dude.
Damn,
So like,
mobbing deep.
yeah, my dad would go. I remember like my dad would go get it detailed, and then he'll fucking get my ass a little Happy Meal, and he'll be like, all right, let's go to the fucking discoteca, and or to Boot Bar, dude. Like, my dad would always, because my dad was always looking fly, bro, like fucking boots, you know.
He was always fitted.
Yeah, he's always fitted, and then he'll go like, all right, let's go get a new CD for the truck or a new cassette for the truck.
Yeah, let's see what dropped today on
a
Friday.
Dude, so yeah, exactly, on a Friday or Saturday morning, bro. Like, and then I remember, dude, and he's the one that got me into music, man. Like, and then he'll be bumping it, and then like I would like to try to impress my dad. I'll learn these songs, dude.
What? So this was what, late 90s?
I want to say this was like 98, 99. But I was like 5'6", man.
So what was he listening to?
Oh, dude, my dad's no soul.
Yeah.
So my dad was like listening to like Los Freddys,
Right.
Los Relámpagos del Norte. He was a big Los Invasores fan, Lalo Mora fan.
Yeah.
Los Cadetes, Vicente Fernandez, you know, like Josefro Jimenez. That's why I'm a huge fan of Josefro Jimenez. Like Los Muecas, like all that old school music, man. Like, you know.
How old is your dad?
My dad is from 1957.
He's 57.
So he's gonna be what, 68 this year?
60.
67, 68, I want to say.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
my dad's 64 and he's turning 63.
So he's gonna be 68 this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, my dad's he's up in age, man. But you know, like, you know, he was listening to all that stuff, dude. So he's the one that, like, you know, introduced me to that type of music. So now that's why, like, I'm so invested in that type of music, man, because, you know, like, it's a part of my DNA, man. Like, it's, you know, it's something I inherited from my dad, and like that's just something I just don't want to die. Like,
I think like a lot of us, like I speak for myself, but I'm pretty sure other people can agree. It's like when we're younger, we're like, that music is trash. Why are we listening to it?
Me, dude.
And now we listen. It'll come on the radio. It'll come on Spotify or whatever, and we're like, damn, I listened to this one song. I was with my dad somewhere, you know.
Or your mom waking you up to like cleaning music.
Yeah.
You know.
So like my dad was a truck driver, so we were always on the radio, and he was always like on a CB, you know, bullshitting. So like there'll be times when some song will come up. I can't even name it. Like it was just a random song will come up, and I'm like, damn, I remember I was with my dad on. We stopped and we did this, and we stopped. We're gonna go pick this up or whatever.
Yeah,
like, it brings back memories. You know what I mean?
Man.
So that's why I asked you like what genre or what artist was he listening to?
Yeah, that's what, you know. Like when my dad was like into, you know, my dad like loves music. You know, he's not a big fan of today's music.
Right.
He makes fun of me every time I go see like Peso Pluma or like, you know, like.
Damn, have you seen that one?
I fucking got a picture with that.
Damn.
You know, meet and greet with friends.
Is he lightweight or no?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I was starstruck. Hey, well, for real, dude, like, I remember, like, being there, bro, because they take your phones away and everything, dude. Like, you can't go.
Wait, when they do the meet and greet?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, and then they have a personal photographer, and then they take the picture
That way's
for you.
legit.
So, like, I go in there, bro, and, like, it's my turn. I see that foot. I'm like, oh, shit, it's him, you know? Like, I was all fucking starstruck, bro. And then I remember I just telling them, dude, like, hey, it was like, hey, you know, like, you know, gracias por lo que has hecho por México y por la música. You know, you're the one that, or you put us at that next level.
Yeah.
People know Mexico and our music thanks to you.
Yeah.
And then he looked at me and he shook my hand, he dapped me, and then he gave me a little hug. You know, he's all like, no, gracias a ti, you know, like, because por ti estoy ahí arriba.
Name.
So, like, to me,
so
that
you
was,
were like, Dad, you brought him up. You're
so
the reason
to
he's
me,
where he's
at. No, nothing like that, bro. But like, it's humbling, bro. Like, it's like, you know, like the dude, you know, like, fool's at the top of the world, bro. And for him to say like those words, man, like, you know, it's fucking crazy, bro. Like,
yeah, like give credit to his fans instead of like taking all the credit for himself.
Yeah, bro, because, you know, like, look what he did, bro. He was on Jimmy Fallon. He was fucking, you know, he was fucking at the war shows in Europe. Like, he's doing things. You know, there's artists like Vicente Fernandez and like, I think La Recodo and Antonio Aguilar that would go to Spain.
Yeah.
I think like France, you know, like stuff like that. But that was it. But this was been like all over the world.
the
dude.
States.
In the States, bro.
And it's hard for like regional Mexican artists to actually jump over into the States, and
Yeah,
and not just like to the Mexican community or the Latino community, but legitimately to the hip hop and be like.
Because he's doing a lot of collabs with a lot of rappers and stuff
Yeah.
like that, man. Like, he's part of I don't know if you guys seen that picture of him like going around. I think a couple months ago, like where he was like in the studio with like Kanye and fucking like these other fucking rappers like in the studio.
Yeah.
Like that's when the fuck have you seen that, bro? Like
Never.
one of us, bro, like a Mexican that's in there in the studio with.
I think the only crossover that I can think of was when Chente and Tony Bennett.
Oh yeah.
When they met.
When they sing that, it's the
I forgot what
A Mi
song.
Manera.
No,
My Way.
They sang it together?
Yeah, that's the song that they collabed with. It's that classical music guy, no? That's the one you're talking about?
Tony Bennett has glasses. I think you're thinking about...
He's the old school guy.
Did Sinatra sing My Way?
Yeah, he's all like, you have it my way. I'll do
Yeah.
it my way, whatever. Yeah, it's called A Mi Manera.
I love listening to both of them.
Yeah, well, Vicente Fernandez sang that song back in the day, dude. Like,
Yeah.
He sang it A Mi Manera, that's what it's called. But yeah, I do remember that collab.
So, and they met and they redid it. There's like a
together.
video and stuff. That one was pretty tight, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like you're taking... Oh, well, now there's... was it Cody Johnson and Karim?
Yeah,
that's pretty tight.
That's dope, dude.
You
See,
know?
that's another motherfucker that's doing it.
Yeah, because I went to his concert last year, and he sang that whiskey song.
Oh, Tennessee Whiskey, yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
he sings pretty good in
He
English.
sings pretty damn good, bro.
Like
that was my first country concert, bro. TBH.
Like, I mean, he sings pretty good in English. To be honest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though he's gay.
I mean, is he?
Tell me why my dad believed that shit.
My dad is a firm believer of
Bro,
that shit.
tell me why.
That's why I can't even hug this one in front of my dad.
Tell me why my dad's like, he's like, look, mira, está en Facebook, mira.
See that? Yeah.
I go, Dad, that shit's fake.
Yeah.
I go, that's AI. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es
¿Qué
AI?
es eso?
I go, it's computer.
Yeah.
Mira the computer, it's fake. No, es de verdad. Mira, aquí están. Se está divorciando con la esposa. I was like, oh my God, dude, I can't believe you believe that, bro.
Well, dude, like it's the Mexican mentality, man. Like,
But the thing is, you gotta think about like when they were growing up.
That shit was frowned upon, bro.
Not even what I'm talking about. When they were growing up, they saw Terminator. They knew Terminator was fake, right?
Yeah.
Because the CGI wasn't that great.
Yeah.
The AI now is fucking. It looks real.
Yeah, it looks legit.
So their eyes are like, nah, fool, that's real, bro. That's hella real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, they believe it. And like legit, for a whole week, he believed it. And then I told him.
My dad to this day, man. He's like, I can't say the word. I don't want to get you canceled on your second episode.
Nah, that's cool. I didn't do it.
No. He was up on it. Like,
Yeah.
Like, Dad, chill,
Relax. You can't even listen to Karim at the house no more, huh?
Yeah, low key listen, throw on an AirPod real quick, bro.
You start singing it when you're doing the dishes. What's a rap?
Estos de compas, bro. I'm telling you, I can't even give a fucking homie a hug in the house anymore.
Not even like a side dab,
just puro saludo, güey, all fucking awkward and shit.
Hey, come down.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Karim,
That shit's fucking funny though, like.
But yeah, dude, that's what it is, man. But here we are
Today.
laughing.
All right, so tell me more about so you did the music video, or you were just helping set up?
So
the music video?
I was helping set up, so I was invited to join to help out my homie Aldo.
Yeah. So all right, so you said he wrote a couple of songs.
Yeah.
You like the letra.
Yeah. So
and then you were helping him record the music.
So yeah, we found. So he was like in the he had like I remember he had a lot going on. Like he had like the dude never stops thinking, man.
Yeah.
That's what I love about him, dude. Like a freaking Aldo, man. That fool thinks a lot. Like he's, hey, dude, let's do this, let's do that, let's do that. But I always tell him like, hey, dude, like let's slow down, let's do something one at a time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, like una cosa al tiempo, like let's just do one thing at a time. And during that time, he was recording a mariachi CD with Mariachi Vargas de Guadalajara.
Okay.
Which
I think I've heard of them.
So
they tour around here sometimes. No?
Yeah, dude, they're a big mariachi.
Yeah.
They usually go along with artists and shit. They perform with artists. Like,
okay.
Like, let's say like Karim Leon needs a mariachi. Those fools will like go with them and shit like that,
okay.
and then they'll fucking play the mariachi songs for Karim Leon. They're that type of like, But they're
like hired hitman, but they're hearing the notes on the mariachi.
They're badass, bro. They got a couple good singers too, man. Like they're a badass mariachi, and I remember like, at that time when I told him about like, hey, you know, like, let's try to get you in the studio and like record this corrido and then this other song that you have. Like let's try to like get you in the studio. He was already in the like he was already on talks with Mariachi Vargas.
Yeah.
Where he was sending over like the songs he wanted to record them, and then.
So he sends over like the lyrics.
No, well, like he pretty much sent him the list, and I think they recorded the music.
Oh, okay.
And then he just added the voice over here at the studio that he goes to, and sure enough, dude, to us it was a hit, man. Like we didn't expect the outcome of it.
Yeah.
You know, because man, like one of the like the potpourri, like the first song of the CD, man, and all platforms, I think he already has like 4.4 million views, bro.
From one song or the whole album?
Just that one song.
That's pretty tight.
You know, like, and it's like, and I remember when I pitched the idea to him. I was like, because he was trying to fill the CD songs. I was like, dude, you know, start off hot, you know, with your album, bro. Like, do a potpourri of these songs, man. And then he's all like, you think so? I was like, yeah, dude, it's just nice and quick.
What is a potpourri?
A potpourri is just
because when you said that, I was just thinking pee. You know what I mean? Like, it's like
a potpourri is just a combination. Like, let's say you sing 3 songs in one.
Oh, it's kind of like okay.
You know how like they start, you know,
they do like it's like a 7-minute song, but it's 3 songs.
Just 3 different songs in one.
Yeah, it's like Family Matters by Drake. It's like a 7-minute song.
Yeah,
you really only care about the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's what it was, and then yeah, dude, and dude, that thing was a fucking hit, man. So like he sent it over the other day, and I was like, dude, I can't believe he released it in December of last year on the anniversary date of Vicente Fernandez's death.
Oh, damn.
Because he did an homage, like an homenaje for Vicente Fernandez.
Yeah.
It's like the whole album was just nothing but Vicente Fernandez songs.
Man, that's tight.
So yeah, he released it the day of his 1-year anniversary.
And he's on Spotify right now?
Spotify, Apple,
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Monroy, you know, like
because I like it when there's artists like my brother-in-law. He likes to sing, you know, Isabel, Isabel.
No, yeah, that fool gets in. I heard him at your wedding.
And hey, he did.
You know, he got down.
And I tell him like just do covers, like just let your voice be heard, bro. Like that's it. Like you have a good voice, you have a good rhythm. Just he writes too, you know.
Yeah.
But I tell him just do covers, do whatever's hot or whatever you think.
Bro, it's because people don't understand the power of fucking covers, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling them.
Grupo Firme, man, they came up with.
They're a cover group.
There were nothing but covers, and then they started dropping their songs, and then
to be honest, I don't even know how many songs they actually have.
They have a few, man, but like I remember when they dropped like their singles, the ones that they recorded, that were theirs. At that point, we were just too invested with them
to not listen,
bro. Like exactly, and we made them hits just by listening to them. You know, Karim Leon, that's how he started, man. Like he started off. Well, he started with the Grupo Arranque. That was Grupo Arranque. Huh? Yeah. With that one song, that one fucking song that Karim Leon started.
I remember who.
Oh my god, dude, it's fucking killing me. But the point being, he started off with that song, but you know he started doing covers, and man, that fucking blew up too. Yeah. You know, these artists nowadays, man, if you go on TikTok, they're nothing but covers, man.
So before, I forgot what album it was, but maybe 2 or 3 albums ago that J.O.P. dropped, I told him, hey, dude, do these 3 songs, right? Like, these are good songs. They haven't really been popping, but they're songs that are known. I would do these, cover them, and just put them out. Who cares? Put them on. Because he has a couple of songs on iTunes.
He's the one that owns the brand, no?
No, that's Barbara Monteña. That's Edgar.
That's his brother?
Yeah, that's the oldest.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Isabel's the one that lives in DP.
Yeah.
And I told him I go do these songs, and then he was like, nah, like I don't want to do covers or whatever. And then I was like, all right, well, whatever. I think you can sing these songs pretty good, and I think like
you gotta start somewhere. Man.
I like Mi Amigo el Borracho. Have you heard that song?
No.
It's about some guy at a bar, and he's looking in the mirror, and he's talking to him, but it's himself, drunk.
Oh shit, who sings it?
I don't fucking know, dude.
I'm gonna look it up.
Mi Amigo el Borracho, that one, and a couple other ones. I go sing those songs, like you sing them pretty good.
Yeah.
And then J.O.P. comes out with one of the albums before the one with the Barbie song. I don't even know.
Well, okay, yeah.
I forgot which album it was. It was like 2-3 albums ago.
Pero no te enamores.
Before that one.
I think that was the last one.
Yeah, I think that was the last one, and the other one was like the Bellico one where he.
That the Mencule one. He's probably talking about.
No, this is from the last album too. I think.
Oh shit.
Not the one where he disses Peso Pluma and he steps on the spider. Not that one. You know what I'm talking about, right? The video?
Yeah, I remember that one.
So then, before that one, whatever, he ends up dropping 2 of the 3 that I told him.
Oh shit.
And then everybody's like, oh, these songs are bad. Like, bro, those are old-ass songs from the 90s.
Yeah.
And then it's funny, so I told my dad one time, that song's from the 90s. He goes, that fucking song's from the 60s. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
dude, it's crazy.
I was like, they're old. They're hella old. And they get redone over and over again.
That's what I tell, like, the grupos that I'm working with now. Like, I tell them, like, hey, go and, like, record covers. Because what you're doing is you're connecting 2 generations, maybe even 3 generations about one song.
And not just even that, I mean to cut you off, but like also you can remake it and then put your little twist on it.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
And make it pop. Make it different.
Yeah, man, but like, you know, like I was saying, dude, like, you know, like that song. Like, so like I'm going back when, like, to my opinion, right? Or to my experience, I should say. When Grupo Firme came out, they came out with that song, It's La Ni Dinero Ni Nada. That was like a hit, bro. And I had to listen to that song with Ramon Ayala.
Oh yeah.
Ramon Ayala, Ramon Ayala did like when I had to like Jose Alfredo Jimenez to Jose Alfredo Jimenez song. And I remember when I was playing it with Grupo Firme, I told my pops, I was like, "Hey pops, like, look at these fools, they brought out this fucking song de Ramon Ayala." But I said de Ramon Ayala.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and was like, "Pendejo, esa canción es de Jose Alfredo Jimenez." Jose Alfredo Jimenez brought that shit out in the 70s, 60s.
Yeah.
And then like, but you see, like, you had a conversation with the old man. Now the old man listened to the song.
Yeah.
2 different generations just listened to that song.
Yeah.
You brought back a memory.
And then a song from the 60s.
Yeah.
But 60 years later, that song is still relevant.
Exactly, dude. So that's what I'm telling you. Like, the power of covers, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna, like, right now is the way to go. A lot of people don't like it, and I get it because they want to be original. But maybe sometimes you being original is not gonna be enough to catch the public eye.
Yeah, especially like you said, like right now, that's the thing. Covers is the thing. Yeah. Like, you trying to be original, like, yeah, you get it. You don't want to, you know, bite on somebody's sound or copy somebody, but that's what's moving.
Yeah, bro. Like,
trying to go against the grain all the time isn't a good
there's
thing.
so many fucking songs that haven't been even touched by artists.
And there's
like,
so many great songs.
30 years, 50, 40 years, man. Like, you know, if you just find it's, and then all it takes is one fucking song, dude. Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. You record you cover the right song, boom. You throw it, you record, what, maybe 2-3 more covers, and that's when you add your fucking original.
Yeah.
And boom, you have a quick EP right there.
Yeah.
And because that one song that went off, they're going to listen to your whole EP. They're going to listen to your original, and they're going to like it or they're not going to like it, but you're going to get the views off of it.
Yeah.
And then now you have a crowd, and now you can start feeding them.
Yeah. And then on your next album, instead of putting, you know,
3 covers, you put 2.
Yeah, and you just
cut it back until you have just nothing but originals. But the thing is, you got to invite your crowd in first. You know, you got to, like, make them fall in love.
Yeah, you just got to give them that taste.
Exactly. Just a tip, baby. Just a tip.
Just a taste.
That's all it is.
That's it.
That's all it is.
I don't have long nails.
Nah, but yeah, man, that's like, but, you know, nowadays, man, like, social media is like your best friend, man. Like,
social media is crazy because, like, there's people out there that have a good product, whatever it may be, and they just don't social media, and it just doesn't take off.
It doesn't take off, bro.
You know.
Yeah, and then it's the marketing part of it, man. Like, you gotta be your best ambassador at point, dude. Like, you know, you gotta learn how to sell your.
You gotta be your number 1 fan.
Exactly, bro. Like, I've always said it, man. Like, primero tienes que querer en tu casa para que enamores el mundo. Si en tu casa no te quieren, you know, they're not gonna fucking like you anywhere else, bro.
Damn, dude.
You know?
I never heard that one before.
Like, you know, like, and that's something that I'm living by, man. Like, that's why, like, I'm doing so many things here locally. That's why I want to work with a lot of local bands, man. Like,
so how many bands are you working with right now?
Right now I have 4. Okay. 1 in Merced, 1 in Atwater, Aldo, that's in Watsonville, and then.
Does Aldo have a group or he's by himself?
He's a solista, but he has his grupo.
Okay.
And then 1 over there in they're by Bakersfield. Shafter it is.
Is it?
It is Shafter.
I was thinking like a random ass.
No, Shafter's. Is it Shafter?
No, I think Shafter's over here on the west side.
No, because Shafter. I know Shafter. I know where Shafter is, but I think they're from somewhere around there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Wasco.
No, it ain't Wasco. Wasco's bad, bro. Yeah, don't go to Wasco. But yeah, like they're from the Bakersfield area, and yeah, dude, like.
Then what do you got planned for them? I mean, summer's right around the corner. So
right now, like, I'm just trying to fucking get them gigs, you know, like right now I'm trying to work on getting one into the Mayday Fair.
Okay.
So I'm talking right now with the city and the county right now. So hopefully one of them is going to be playing at the Mayday Fair for the Latino night, or the last day, which is the Sunday.
Sunday's always Latino night, huh?
Yeah.
Nobody, because the Latinos don't work on Sundays.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
packed.
So yeah, so it's so I'm working on it right now. So fingers crossed, I get to lock that in.
That's cool. And then, so on your page, you have them on as your groups, like you have their ads, their Instagrams.
So I just post the videos and their ads. They're mostly under Chela Entertainment.
Yeah.
On my page. I let them work freely. I'm not locking them in yet. I can't be everywhere. If they go to a gig and then someone comes up to them, I'm not gonna tell them you can't get the gig because I'm not there. Fuck no, bro. Handle.
So you're just a promoter. You're not really like a manager.
Yeah.
Or you're promoter 80%, manager 20%.
So I'm promoter 100%, manager to Aldo.
Mostly to Aldo.
Yeah. And I'm trying to get these guys on board.
Yeah.
But Aldo's my main artist right now.
Because you're really trying to help him take off.
Yeah. And the motherfucker, he
he's really trying to.
He's he knows what the fuck he's doing, man. That kid is fucking smart. He has the talent. I honestly believe he can make it, man. It's just that we gotta keep the freaking wheels rolling, dude.
Yeah, you
can't slow down.
Especially when it comes to music,
Yeah, man. That freaking video that we recorded over the summer. Was it Menortier? That Instagram page, Corridos Ivana fucking put us on.
Man, that's tight.
Yeah, and he got I think he got maybe 200,000 views on that fucking Instagram page.
That's
bro.
not bad.
And it switched over to YouTube, they want to go fucking watch on YouTube and everything, dude. So, and that's when I told him, bro, this is your fucking hit. You caught attention, bro.
So you're there.
You're there, bro. It's just we gotta keep moving, bro.
Yeah.
So he's on board, man. Right now this summer, in June, we're gonna be recording more music videos.
Okay.
We got that plan, and then just getting these other bands gigs around town, and then having one of them perform at the Mayday Fair. That's in my next.
That's what you're cooking up right now.
Right now, in the next couple of months.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's not bad.
And then later on, that grupo from Watsonville or from Bakersfield, they do want to record an album.
Okay. And what are you planning for them?
So for them,
the covers or
no, mostly covers, but they do have some songs, some original songs. It's gonna be mostly a cover. They play Canelos, Varones, Alegres, that style of music.
Yeah.
So and that's the popular music right now, man. So,
are they young guys or?
They're young, dude. I think the youngest one's 18.
So I followed this group on. I don't know who they are. I don't even remember their name. It's on my phone. Can't obviously look it up. But they're these kids. They're musicians. I want to say they're out of Madera or Fresno. I don't know. But you probably seen them on TikTok. They'll be recording, and then they have two homies in the back dancing.
Oh, just fucking around.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Legit, dude.
The one with the fucking shopping cart.
Yeah. So that
I think they're called Los Pilares.
Something like that.
Los Pilares. Yeah, those fools get down. Bro.
Legit.
Come talk to me, homies. You know who you are.
Because of the videos, I fucking followed them because I thought that shit was funny.
Yeah, they're fucking. They know how to fucking market, bro.
Yeah.
They know how to throw themselves out there. They're fucking different.
Yeah.
They're not just there jamming. They got their homies acting like fools in the back,
But these fools are serious in the front, and the back is being like this.
Yeah, you see, that one.
They're dancing with each other too. It's hella fun.
Yeah,
dude.
The one that fucking threw me off was the one with the fucking shopping cart. There was the one in the shopping cart. Yeah.
So then I'll go to their page like once a week. Just what do they got today? What song do they drop or whatever?
I think that's what they're called, Los Pilares from California or something like that, dude.
Yeah.
But come talk to me if you're listening.
Those fools are hella funny, dude.
Yeah. Dude.
And again, marketing is a thing.
Yeah, man, you gotta throw yourself out there, man. You gotta sell yourself, and no one's gonna fucking sell you more than yourself.
Mm-hmm. I know a pimp that'll sell you for $5
bro,
if you let him.
I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta know your worth. You're not a $5 fucking whore.
I love that. Know your worth.
Know your worth, bro.
That's right.
If I can get $100 out of that, fucking why not?
I don't know, fool, but a McChicken is way overpriced right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's $5 ain't gonna get you shit,
bro. A McChicken, that's still $1 for me.
Hey, what's up with them fucking? hella fucking mayo on that bitch,
Bro, be easy. What's up, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Se pasan or no?
Yeah, I kind of don't even. I want to order my chickens every time I go, but I kind of don't because I'm scared of them.
I gotta
And I
come-
say light mayo, and it's like they don't listen.
They're like, here's your fucking light, right?
Yeah, bro, because I take a bite of that thing, bro, and it's like
You take a bite of mayo.
mayo, dude, and I was like, God damn, thanks.
Say something for the tortillas
Dude,
and the menudo.
for your menudo, that's wild, bro. I'm not gonna let you down for that one. But yeah, dude. So that's what we got going on right now on the Chela Entertainment side, you know. But
Man, that's cool.
you know, we got bigger plans, you know. Like obviously, the dream doesn't stop here, you know.
The dream doesn't stop dreaming.
Yeah, of course not, man. Like you know, obviously on the long run, you know, I wanna host my own events. I have my own business.
What does it take? What does it take to host your own event?
Bro? It's
Cause like I don't know nothing about that
it's
shit.
a lot, bro. Like one, you need you need money, you need insurances, permits, licenses. You need a bunch of shit. Dude.
Like liquor license.
Yeah, well, obviously, if you want to sell liquor license, if you want to sell alcohol and stuff, you need licenses for that, and then you need the permits from the county.
Okay.
And then, first of all, you need a permit from the county to throw the event, and then you take that to the city, and then the city approves the event right where you're having it. And then you present to the city all your licenses and permits and all that stuff.
But do you have to be a legit business? Like you have to have an LLC or something? Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, it's easier that way because
Right. They look at you like you're more legit.
yeah, because there's a you know, they've told me like, you know, there's a lot of fucking people that try to come and scam them and shit like that, you know. But then you have to hire security, you have to hire like a bunch of shit. Like sometimes you even have to have the sheriff department there.
Damn.
So it's a bitch, bro. Like you know, like it's a lot to it. So like I'm not there yet,
Yeah.
but you know, like we're slowly climbing.
So can you start like can you start out promoting like at clubs first or what?
Yeah, okay.
Because doesn't Merced have like a little like
Yeah,
a
well, like
Mexican
at the
club?
end of the day, I just go tell them like, hey, you know, like I want to bring my grupos in, like, and you know, work out a price with them, and then
You pay them?
they pay me for. Well, that's where you go work out. You go pay like they'll pay you for your grupos,
Yeah.
and that's that.
And then what? So then they get the door, they get the liquor.
So pretty much like most of the times they'll tell you like if okay we'll pay you like your ticket sales. So the ticket sales whatever we get the covers at the door is yours.
Yeah. But then you're out there literally hustling.
But that's you got to sell it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got to pack that house if you're trying to make your money.
Yeah.
You know, so like you do that, and then they'll tell me like, all right, so that and then that's yours, and then they keep fucking obviously like the liquor and everything they sell and the beer, because you don't have the license to do none of that.
Right.
So it's like, you know, they make the money.
Maybe
They're the ones making the big money.
do one of those first.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about it. Surprisingly, bro, I got invited to Las Vegas
Yeah.
to like Suna nightclub.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. It's a brand new club in Mexican nightclub in Las Vegas.
It's like Ojos Locos, but
No, dude, it's like legitimate a nightclub. It's like an Aldo's.
hold
bro.
on. So did you see that somebody had like a banda or a grupo at Buffalo Wild Wings in Turlock?
Yes, dude.
What's up, fool? I need you to do that.
Bro, that's just you gotta have the fucking
The connect?
I don't know how they got in there. Maybe
I said, whoa, what's that, dude?
I want to say Buffalo Wild Wings paid them to go, dude,
Yeah.
because like I think I get kicked out if I fucking take a group at Buffalo Wild Wings. You feel me?
If you take your own speaker and you play your music, you get kicked out. Some guy took I think he probably knows the manager. He took a grupo and then I think he threw like a little birthday party there. He had a cake. There was some ass cheeks and he ate the ass.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
Well, you remember, dude? Like when we went to Buffalo Wild Wings way back, like we started singing and shit, being all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And we got the whole Buffalo Wild Wings singing.
Yeah, I got it really pumped up.
Yeah, and then they wanted to kick us out.
Cause like,
You see, like what I'm saying, like you know.
so that's what I'm saying. I was like, how did he do it, or how did they do it? You know?
I want to say Buffalo Wild Wings, like the owner or the manager hired them, dude.
Yeah, legit.
And they wanted to try out, like, hey, let's see how this goes.
And it was on a Friday night.
And it was on a Friday night. And I think it worked out for them, bro.
Yeah, they sold
'Cause
out.
it was packed. I heard it was packed.
Cause like I remember we used to go to Buffalo Wings for like the fights and stuff. No, we don't go to shit no more.
No, I don't.
You can't.
You can't, bro. It's just, I don't know, dude. It's different.
Yeah,
Maybe we're older now.
I think about that a
We
lot.
don't like the noise no more.
I think about that a lot.
You know?
It's like, damn, fool. Like
We used to be the noisy motherfuckers, the loud motherfuckers.
when
You
there's
know?
somebody being hella annoying, I was like, damn, fuck. I can't get mad. I was like,
That was
Lord,
that was me.
Lord, I'm sorry. You know, I say to myself like, fool, like, was I that annoying? Like, there's no way, bro. Like, I know I was annoying, but I wasn't that
Nah,
annoying.
dude. No, I was a fucking annoying. I know I was an annoying ass drunk, dude. So like every time like you know my homies get drunk and
Nah,
stuff
I
like
wasn't
that.
even drunk. I was sober, being annoying.
Yeah, see, but that's the thing, you know, like it sounds better.
Right.
You know?
You're right.
But like, you know, like instant, like, you know, I had this conversation with like the homies this weekend, and we were talking about like, you know, like, dude, it's your birthday, go ahead, you know, you can get drunk today, you know, like I'll take back. And then they're like, well, fuck, if I start getting annoying, like, you know, like, and I remember telling them like, well, dude, you're just fucking enjoying in general.
Yeah.
And he's like, shut the fuck up, you're like an annoying drunk too. I'm like, yeah, you're right, never mind. You know, like, I'll shut the fuck up.
Sebastian knows me. He knows I get sleepy.
Yeah,
I get a little
dude.
loud, but I mostly get sleepy.
Yeah, no, I get fucking obnoxious, dude. No, I don't think I get obnoxious. I think I was just a really fun, hyper fucking drunk.
Yeah.
I don't think we were annoying, Tony, TBH.
Nah, we just like the ambiente. We just
Yeah,
like
éramos
to
pinches
have fun.
desmadrosos, bro. Es el pinche pedo nos valía madre, dude.
On my Snapchat, I used to have. I don't have Snapchat anymore. So if you tried snapping me, like I don't have it anymore. For the record.
Okay.
Once you turn, are you 30?
I am 32.
You're 32. Fool, you gotta get rid of Snapchat.
I don't even use Snapchat, to be honest.
Over 30 and married, you can't have Snapchat.
That's just you being sneaky, huh?
No, that's just because you gotta grow up.
Yeah, I don't use fucking Snapchat anymore, to be honest.
You gotta hang up the gloves like Mike Tyson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, what was I saying? Anyways, I had a video on there. I think it was at concert at Chichansey, and you know I don't sing. You know I'm not a singer. But there's a video of me singing, and I was like, fool, when the fuck was I singing?
Dude, I remember those nights, man. Those bailes.
And there's a video of Fredo, he's like this, asleep like on the couch.
Shout out to the homie Fredo, man. You know, like...
He was asleep on the couch, and the video goes over to me, and I'm on the other side of the couch asleep too, fool.
No, I remember that night. So that night, or that day, dude, I remember we showed up. We went into the pool.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I was like, the pool?
And then I remember I even asked you for a pair of underwear, dude.
Damn, fool.
I was like, dude, I fucking don't have underwear, bro.
And
I wasn't planning on getting in the fucking pool.
Hey, fool, we got the free ball it, bro.
And this fool's all like, I got you, bro. I always carry like fucking 2 pairs just in case I shit myself. Remember you told me?
Yeah.
And I was like, fool, good looking out, bro. He's like, you never know when you're going to shit yourself. Boy, my boy.
So I don't
gave me
know.
a fucking...
Hold on, the backstory. I don't know.
He has not shit himself.
To this day, all right? I haven't. So I was always in the Bay Area. Remember?
Yeah.
I was living in the Bay Area, so I would always drive somewhere. I would meet up with somebody somewhere with my friends, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know why I said somebody. So I would always meet up with
kill
my
him, Mercy.
friends. I would always meet up with my friends somewhere or whatever. So it's like, hey, fool, we're gonna go over here. We got a hotel. All right, cool. I would always carry like clothes with me.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And it's always 2 pairs of underwear minimum. Minimum 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why it wasn't me really shitting myself. Well, come on, man.
Según.
I just go to the bush, bro. Take off the sock. If you see me walking back with no sock, it's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, dude. No, well, point being, I remember that night, dude. But that day, I think I showed up with Val that day.
Yeah.
I showed up with Val.
Val was mad at me that day.
Yeah, I showed up. Yeah, I showed up with Val, Edgar, and then Fredo. I think that's who I showed up with. And then I remember we were at this house, bro. Like, and then I didn't even know the owners of the house. And I just remember I start cleaning their fucking kitchen, bro. Because I showed up, like, I'm not, like, you know.
I don't want to call them out because I know who it is.
No, but, like, I remember, like, the homegirls were, like, telling me, like, hey, bro, like, you don't have to.
It's cool.
I was like, no, I need to.
Hey,
like,
I saw the ceviche and I was like, I don't know. I don't think I want to eat that shit,
bro.
bro.
Like, I need to because, like, you know, like, we're going to make a bigger mess.
You were getting anxiety.
I don't know if it was anxiety, bro, because I wouldn't even do that shit at home. But I don't know what the fuck, dude. I don't know if I was drunk or what the fuck was going on.
You showed up sober? What do you mean?
Nah, I was pre-gaming hard, bro. Like, on the way from Fireball all the way to fucking Fresno, dude.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking long drive, but yeah, dude, I remember I started cleaning the fucking kitchen, bro. Like, and I washed your fucking dishes. I didn't put them away. I was that
You just washed them.
I washed. I cleaned the countertops, and then like I fucking pull out all the drinks out there. Oh, Tisca was with me.
Oh, these guys would. These guys would help.
Yeah, Tisca was with me, dude. Because I remember that fool wanted to start drying the dishes and putting them away. I was like, nah,
He would.
I was like, fool, we're doing too much.
That
man.
was too nice.
And that fool's like, bro, well, we're gonna crash here. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And I was like, nah, just let them fucking air dry, bro. And then I remember we start drinking, bro. And at this point, I think it's like, because we get there like at 10 o'clock in the morning, dude. And I think
you guys were early bird in this.
Yeah, and you showed up like at 1 or 2.
Yeah. Again, I was coming from the Bay.
You showed up with Sil.
Yeah.
And then that's
She already know.
we showed up. And that's when we jumped into the pool. And then by then, dude, I was already drunk, dude. Like, I was like, goddamn. And then I remember the water hit. And I remember asking you for the fucking underwear, and you were like, "Here, bro," like fucking. And then,
Got you, dog.
then I went to go shower, and then we changed, and then that's when the house got packed.
Yeah, everybody showed up. So everybody was going
showed
there
up.
before we went to Chichensi.
Yeah, because I think Yvonne Ochoa was there. Because I remember showing up with her. Well, I remember she showing up, and I said hi to her. Then her homegirls, and then fucking who else showed up, dude?
Everyone and their moms was there, fool.
Dude, I remember that house got packed, dude. It was a really beautiful house, by the way.
And it's a big house. It was a big house.
It's a huge house.
And
dude.
it was packed.
It was like a little fucking mansion.
It was over there on the, not River Park.
It was like a little fucking mini mansion,
It was
bro.
like in the Bryant area,
I
right?
remember I was like, they got fucking money here, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like, they fucking lavish house. Shout out. Thank you for having me over that day. But yeah, dude, I remember the fucking house got fucking packed, and then I remember we were just fucking passing Rica. Remember Rica? I keep forgetting his last name, bro. He hangs out with Fredo a lot. Ricardo?
Yeah. No.
That was like the older brothers and stuff.
Yeah, Rica, yeah. Maravilla.
Maravilla, yeah.
Yeah.
Him and I think his brother showed up. His sister was there.
Yeah.
And I remember like they were passing out the bottle, dude. Like, well, not the bottle, the bottles.
Oh, yeah, we had hella bottles that night.
Fuck, dude. I remember like we were waiting for the Ubers to get there, and next thing you know, they're all like, "Where the fuck is Tony and Fredo?" And you guys were fucking passed out on the couch.
Yeah.
And you guys didn't fucking make it. You guys were dressed.
No. We made it.
No, after probably because you guys were passed out.
Yo, so yeah, we were passed out, right? So we passed out.
Because I ordered an Uber for you, me, Fredo, Edgar, and Tisca and Val.
So then we ended up leaving with Val. So Val ended up driving.
I think Val ended up driving.
That's why he was mad.
That's why he was pissed.
So he ended up driving, and then
man.
so we're already pretty.
You know he fucking drove back that night with me.
Yeah, I know.
He was pissed off, and he fucking drove back. Me and Edgar and him came back home.
Why?
Because he was. I remember he was pissed off.
I don't remember why. Oh yeah, this is why. I'm gonna tell you why. So there we were, right?
Sorry, Val.
I go, hey, fool, I'm too faded. I don't want to fall asleep right here. And we're in Chichensi.
Yeah.
I go, let me go crash out in your truck. He was like, all right, fool, here. So he gives me his keys. I go to this truck, and I'm asleep in the back of the truck. Motherfucker gets cold, bruh. His tank was at half. I turned the truck on. By the time he got back, it was at quarter. That shit was on with the heater on, full blast, baby. I was asleep. That's why he was mad.
Because you fucking drained his fucking tank. I would drove a big ass truck too, fool. Yeah, that shit was diesel, no?
Those guys.
Those guys?
But I told him, hey, fool, my bad, dog. It was cold. He goes, hey, what the fuck, fool? You killed the quarter tank. I remember that. I was like, it's cool, fool. It's cool.
Yeah, that fucking... Dude, I remember... I think I still have a picture of that fucking night, bro. Where we're all fucking just drunk. And I think you were singing. That's the night you were singing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a singer, fool, but that day I was singing.
Yeah, I remember Sil, Val, fucking these guys, you, Fredo was there. Mm-hmm. Fucking who else was there, dude? I think Nando. Shout out Nando. Nando was there.
Ah, that's
My
right.
boy Nando was there.
I miss him, fool.
Yeah, my cousin Chon was there.
Yeah.
And then like all the homegirls, it's fucking like I remember Hannah, Claire.
Mm-hmm. All them, they was all there. Yeah.
They were all there. ¿Cómo se llama? Ingrid, I think that's her name.
Sigrid.
Yeah. Yeah, they were all there, dude. I remember. Dude, that's when we used to like roll fucking 20, 30 people deep.
At least.
To these fucking bailes.
And it's not even, you can't even do that no more, dude. Like after COVID, I don't know what happened, but it's like people got crazy. I don't know what it is, cause like
I think we just got old, bro.
Nah, fool. Cause like when we were there, we were at even.
And plus, this is a bunch of fucking kids not going.
There you go. That's what it is.
Nothing against it. It's your guys' turn. You know.
But it's just like what I hate is I'm wearing my. I'm not trying to flex. My $500 American Co hat.
Yeah.
It's a fucking fell hat, and these fools decided to just start throwing beer everywhere. It's like, hey, bro, like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, dude. Nah, yeah, se pone Nah, but that's always been, bro. Like, you know, fucking. But yeah, there's a lot of. It's different now, man. You know, that's their fun now, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Our fun was different, bro.
Fucking weenies, food. Let me chug some buzzball.
No, we used to fucking chug bucanas, homie.
You already know, homie.
Yeah, dude. If you haven't chugged a fucking bucanas for like
30 seconds.
Not even 35. I don't even think I made it 30. I think I did like, the longest it was like a 15-second swig, bro. And that's because I was like, I'm done. I keep chugging and I'm going to fucking black out.
I think
10 out of 10, I blacked out.
I think one time the longest I did was like 20, 25 seconds.
No, that's fucking too much. Well, you're a big motherfucker, dude, so. Ah, dude, I remember, and I think it was the longest one was when we were doing it in my fucking backyard on New Year's when you fucking hit your nose on the fan.
That was the longest.
That was like 15 seconds from there, and I was like, oh fuck, dude. And I was like, yeah, that's the one and only I'm gonna do.
I remember I fell asleep on your couch.
Yeah, I remember.
That was a comfy couch.
Yeah, I remember. Dude, don't worry about it. A lot of people passed out. A lot of people threw up in my house.
I'm happy I didn't do that.
Dude, those parties, man, fuck, man, they were fun. But the next day, man.
I remember when you threw the. So me and Mercy talk about this sometimes. Like, which one was it? It was a tambo. I know the tamborazo, and it was in front of Chevron. The first one you threw.
Was it my mom's birthday? That was the only party I had at the VS Hall.
What? But was it your sister's birthday there too?
Oh, my sister's birthday there too.
It must have been your sister's, I think.
Yeah, it was before COVID.
No. It was way before.
So my sister's birthday, that was like the last weekend before it shut down.
Oh.
Because my sister was like, her birthday was like March 6th, and we did it March 7th.
Yeah.
Then the following weekend, that's when they shut everything down for COVID. So we were able to throw the fucking last party there.
So me and Mercy met. We had already kind of met, but we danced at one of. I forgot which one. I want to say it was your mom's because it was way before COVID.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't at my party where my dad almost fucking tried to kill Sue.
Nah, because that was in the winter, no.
Yeah, that was on my birthday. Yeah.
It was cold. Yeah, no, it wasn't that.
That's when I fucking threw a quinceañera.
That shit was fucking funny, fool.
I fucking threw myself a quinceañera at the age of 25.
Yeah. At 20,
Ask about me.
At 25, yeah, fool.
I remember I had fucking, I had a grupo, and I had a fucking tamborazo. I remember that shit, dude. You fucking pulled up too, remember?
That was at the church, no?
Yeah, I was at that church.
Damn, fool. No need right there with God.
Yeah, it was the old church. It wasn't a church anymore. Fool.
Still a church, bro.
Yeah, whatever. Fucking. Hey,
that shit was
tell me to not look fucking good. Fucking Papa Burgundy's fucking 25.
That shit was tight, fool.
Out of church, my boy.
That shit was tight. The Lord was like, you know.
It was part of the theme.
We pulled up with a bottle, fool, and then we put it in the back.
Dude, remember that shit, dude? That my mom fucking stepped up and fucking almost tried to find my dad because he almost tried to kill Sue. Fool. I remember that shit. I was like, Mom!
Get your
I was
husband.
like, agarra mi papá. Se quiere pelear con mi amigo. And my mom was like, vale más que te claques, cabrón. I remember she was all talking shit to my dad. And she grabbed Sil, vente, mijo.
Yeah, she was all nice. Your dad was being a jerk,
Yeah,
and then your mom just comes.
Pissed off, dude.
Grabs
Yeah,
him.
he was all pissed off.
That shit was hella funny,
That shit was hella funny, dude. Fuck. I always give fucking Sil shit for that one, dude.
So whenever we would go out, me and Sil, my best friend, we always bring a bottle, at least one. But he would buy one, and I would buy one of Bucanas. And so that time I was like, there's gonna be a party, there's gonna be hella heads. I was like, I don't want it to finish. So I brought one, he brought one, and we put him in the back. Like, hey, just put him in the back or whatever. Right?
No, it's because that day security was being a dick when they weren't letting me have bottles out on the floor.
Yeah, the only one at the bar.
At the bar, so we're like, so they dropped.
I remember.
You gotta drop everything at the bar, and then, well, dude, the thing is, there was just too many fucking people, dude.
It was packed.
It was like, I remember I ran out of fucking beer at fucking like 10 o'clock at night.
And you had it until midnight?
And I had it till midnight, and then I remember like my cousins and Albert had to fucking go to the store and bring me fucking more beer. I started opening my gifts, bro, pulling out bottles.
Yeah, here's another one.
Yeah, like I started opening my gifts just so they can keep making fucking like mixed drinks and shit.
Yeah, a lot of people were pissed because like for me, I brought a bottle. And then we went to say hi to everybody, and when we came back, that shit was already like
it was already gone, bro. Because like, dude, it's gotta be un chingo de gente, bro. So I remember like I ended up buying like 30 more 30 packs that day, bro. Like at 10 o'clock. When we cleaned the fucking salon the next day, bro, I had a trash can full of nothing but bottles of fucking alcohol bottles.
Damn.
I counted 78 bottles, if I'm not mistaken, bro.
That was a lot.
Bottles, bro. 78.
2 of them were mine.
You motherfuckers drink a lot, bro. Yeah, dude. And then hella beer, dude. And but yeah, dude, like that shit, that fucking night was awesome, bro. I remember.
That was tight.
I remember people fucking slipping and falling, dude, fucking because they were dancing.
Oh, so it was before that one. The one that I'm talking about was before that one
Fuck,
happened.
and I don't remember, bro.
I want to say it was your mom's, fool. Anyways, that's when me and Mercy met for like the second time and we danced, and she fucking hated me. Say, this guy's fucking annoying. I hate this guy.
It's always the ones that don't reply back, bro.
I can almost get him.
Yeah, dude. And look at her. Now she's tied up with him.
R.I.P. to me.
Yeah. You know, you had a good run.
Yeah,
How old were you when you got married?
32, 30, 32.
And it's what, like in September is what it's gonna be like. What, 2 years, 3 years?
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that wedding, dude. That wedding was fun.
It was cool.
It was different too, bro, because you guys had like that fucking dinastia, fucking.
Sonora Dinamita?
Fucking.
So she went.
Bro, that shit was like, I'm not gonna lie, it was low key hard.
It was low key cool.
It was like, you know what? It's not my. Like I was expecting like a grupo norteño or a banda, bro. Like, you know, but
So
motherfucker busted out with la Sonora Dinamita full. Like I was like, god damn, bro.
That's different.
That's hella different, bro. Like I was up like.
So I was thinking, I was like, all right, cool. So we had gone to a wedding before we did ours, like maybe like the year before we went to a wedding. And then they were playing that same group, and I was like, oh, these fools are
Where they
cool.
from?
I want to say Visalia.
Yeah, they get down, dude.
I don't know. And so we went to the wedding, and we had a good time. Like it was cool. Like everybody was dancing. It was fun. And I was like, so then when we were trying to set up, we were getting married. She was like, all right, I don't like norteña with sax.
And that's
Sorry.
Fuck.
I don't like it. Norteño for me, it comes with an accordion, no sax.
You told her?
That
She told you.
I didn't tell her that. That was me thinking.
Now you know.
She's hearing it right now.
Now you know.
So I don't like norteño with sax. That's just me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like because I grew up on Ramon Ayala, and all I heard was the accordion, really no sax.
That's how Durango Chihuahua style, though, bro. You gotta. I love it, bro.
And she's fucking from Durango, and her brother plays the sax. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what they got raised on.
And so they were raised on the sax.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, I don't want that, you know? Like I'm not gonna dance to it. Like I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I think I dance to it more now, cause like I got more used to it. But at the time, like I really wasn't pumped up for it. So I was like, all right, cool. Like I was like, and you don't really fuck with banda, Jalisco over here. So I was like, so we gotta just meet in the middle where we both like something, and I think.
Well, you guys should have gotten both.
Hey, fool! When you get married, let me know, man.
Fool, I'll let you know you're gonna be there.
I'll be there, but let me know if it was.
I know. I heard it's expensive. Dude, we're planning my sister's wedding right now too.
Dang.
She's gonna be Muslim, dog.
Dang.
Yeah, but she's gonna have a Mexican wedding still.
Dang.
Yeah.
So is she gonna like convert?
Yeah, she's converting, bro. I think she's doing that Ramadan thing right now too, bro.
Dang, Ramadan's crazy, bro. So she can. So Ramadan, you can't eat during the day, right?
Yeah, I think till like sunset, like until like sunsets, and then you can eat, and then again.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Yeah.
She's fasting.
Yeah, dude.
Tyler, you're fasting right now.
Her mood swings, man. I'm telling you, man.
She's gonna knock you out when she gets here.
She's a mean one, and then she's the one that fucking, you know. Imagine now she's hungry, bro. It's fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. So like, yeah, she's getting married actually in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're gonna go out there. Then
is her man's from Detroit?
Yeah, well, he lives here in Sacramento.
Okay.
But now we're gonna go to Detroit and do that, and then like next year in May, she's getting married here at the fairgrounds.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
2 weddings.
Yeah, she's having 2 weddings, so you'll be there.
I'll be there.
I'll send you an invite for that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, dude, so something like that, man. Like, but yeah, so like we're planning her wedding, and it looks expensive, bro.
It's not even that. It's a lot. Like it's a lot of planning, and then people have to come through for you, and you have to believe that they're gonna come through, and then they don't. They bail out last minute, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And it's one of that's what makes it stressful, you know. Like, okay, I thought that we had this planned. I thought we had that planned, and it's like no.
Having to depend on others, huh?
Yeah, that's the worst part.
How long were you guys planning for that wedding?
Like a year.
Like a year.
Yeah. So we did like a shotgun style wedding. So our actual our civil wedding is 2/22/22. I'll never forget that.
Is that when you guys got married here at the mission?
No, we got married at the mission.
Yeah.
So she was just like, she literally hits me up. She's like, hey, like, what if you get married on 2/22/22? Because she's big on numbers. And I'm just like, all right. Like I was like, we're getting married already. So like, let's just do the civil wedding now, you know?
Yeah.
And then she's like, all right, it's on Tuesday or Monday or whatever. I was like, oh, like it's like next week. She's like, yeah, like we gotta just do it right now. I was like, all right, cool.
Damn, she jumped the gun.
Yeah, she did it, right? And
I like it, mercy.
Right? And then she's like, we need to get somebody to get ordained and just like get us married. When I say that, who do you think of right away?
Like, who do you think you're gonna pick?
Yeah, like who would I pick to just ordain us and get us married?
I don't know, Sil.
These guys are close,
These guys?
right?
He's a nice guy.
right,
I see it.
right.
I see it.
Like I
He's
trust him,
He's a fucking nice guy, dude.
right?
He's a fucking great guy.
So she gets off the phone, and then I was like, all right, let me call Juan real quick. So I hit him up, like, hey fool, what are you doing on the 22nd? He's like, I don't know, I got work. I was like, can you get off early or something? He's like, yeah, why? What's up? I said, he's like, yeah, why? You know, like,
He didn't even ask.
he's like, yeah, why? What's up? You know, like, what are we doing? And I was like, hey fool, like, I need you to marry us. He goes, huh? I was like, yeah, fool, like, I need you to marry us. We're gonna get married, civil. And then he's like, all right, I'm down. I go, it was Thursday. I go, so you got to do this and that by Friday. He's like, all right, got it, no worries. And then that was it.
Damn, that's
and
dope.
And it was these guys, my family, her family, and Sil didn't even make it. So don't feel left out.
No, don't worry about it.
And
I know my place.
and like I think Hector was there, Hector and Yvonne, and like that was it, you know. And it was just like a shotgun wedding.
Just do it.
Just do it. And I was like, fuck it, whatever.
That's dope, bro.
You know?
I mean, she pulled the trigger fast.
She pulled the trigger first.
Yeah. Well, she's a good woman.
She's busy. She's hella busy right now, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. I know, dude. She actually. I know, like a lot of people like tell me, like a lot of my homegirls, like they ask me, like, hey, like I know you're friends with her, like. You think you can ask, like...
So people have asked me if I could hook them up. I go, bro, like...
I'll be like...
Get in line. I'm in line too, you know?
I mean, I could pull a player for me.
Yeah, right?
I don't know about you.
Yeah,
you know, no, because her work's fucking... It's known, dude. Like, you know, like, she's a badass.
And again, going back to marketing, she's great marketing, dude.
Yeah.
I tell her all the time, like it's crazy, dude, because I don't see it, but, like, she just has an eye for it. Mm-hmm. You know, she's like, I want it to look like this. Like she has a vision in her head, and like I can't. Bro, like I'm not a visual person like that.
But she's a woman, bro. Like I think it comes natural to women.
Nah, bro, hell no. It to her, she has it to like the 10th degree.
I'm not saying.
And I'm not just saying that because she's my wife. You know what I mean?
No, but like you know, like women in that perspective of life, they're more neat, they're more organized, they're more detailed. They know what they want, like in that way. And they know how to execute it, like, because they plan it.
Yeah. They're more attention to detail oriented.
Exactly. Sure. Us, like, let's say, you know, I want to start a podcast. Okay. What do I do now?
We're roughing it right now, fool.
Exactly, dude. So that's what I'm saying. You know,
we're going to get to the point where we have legit mics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The beginning of something beautiful, guys. But, you know, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, we just throw ourselves out there and wing it. To them, no.
She hates that.
They don't wing it.
She hates that about me, dude.
Yeah, like, you know, like...
We'll go somewhere, and she's like, so what do you got planned? I don't know. Like, we're going to just wing it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, like, whenever, like, me and Sylvester would go somewhere, we have, like, 5 things planned. They're not even planned. We're like, we can do these 5 things.
They're just checkpoints, bro.
We can do these 5 things. Will we do these 5 things? Probably not. But out of these 5 things, we're going to do 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I remember one year we went to Mexicali for New Year's, and it was New Year's the 31st, right? So it was the 29th, and then I was like, "Hey, Phil, you want to go to Mexicali for New Year's?" He's like, "When are we leaving?" I was like, 30 minutes. He's like,
enough to pack a bag.
He goes, "For real?" I was like, "Well, we gotta stop in LA." I go, "I'm stopping in LA. I'm picking up some parts for my truck, and then from there we'll head out to Mex." He's like, "All right, fuck it, I'm down. I'll be ready." And then I hit up Ana Fraga, and I was like, "Hey," he's like, "You want to go to Mexico with us?" She's like, "What?" I was like, I'm leaving in 30 minutes. I was like, "Pack a bag.
Let's go.
Hitch a ride, bro. Like, let's go."
Yeah.
She's like, "All right." You know, and like, that's it. And like, to me, like, I miss doing that.
Yeah, bro. It's because like
like just getting up
and
not necessarily going to Mexico, but just doing like
bro,
anything.
The unexpected is just like the best things, bro. Like I think you have more fun that way.
Yeah.
I think I've had the most fun when I don't plan shit and I just go with it.
Yeah, but I think it's because there's no expectations of anything. As soon as you have an expectation, we're gonna go to Disneyland, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna take a picture here, we're gonna get on this ride, and along the way something goes out of whack, like your whole mind just goes somewhere else. And it's just like, nah, fool, this shit sucks. We didn't get on the ride. The ride was closed.
Yeah.
The churro spot was fucking. They were cold. You know what I mean? Like you build up this anticipation in your mind, and then it just you let yourself down.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's just.
I think that's really what it is.
I don't know, dude. I like winging my plans. Like I know I'm gonna go somewhere, and then we'll figure it out when we get there. I'm that type of guy.
I'm not.
I'm not no more. You're a married man.
I know. I have to let her know, like, hey, we're gonna go here. Well, how do I pack? What do I wear? Oh shit! Dude.
Damn, she's picking out outfits too.
I forget about that.
I love that.
I forget about that because
matching outfits, bro.
Not even that, but it's just
it's
like
cool, bro. Like you got a lot of kick it.
Where did we go? We went to Colorado like last month. And then she's like, it's snowing. I could have brought my snow boots, and I'm just like, well, I didn't know the weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't check the weather. We go.
Yeah, dude.
Like the time I went to New York, I was like, it'll be fine. It wasn't fine. It was cold, fool. I was freezing. So we're walking. And,
oh shit.
We're walking, and I'm talking to. It's funny, fool, because I made fun of Juan because he was wearing thermals underneath like a light jacket. I'm like, you're a fucking sissy, bro. Like you're wearing thermals. What a weenie. He's like, all right, motherfuckers, we'll see. He goes, just because you two motherfuckers are fat. He goes, I go, damn, fool.
Damn, Tisca, did you do that?
Yeah, man.
Damn, Tisca.
Me and Silva like,
No te
fuck
conocía,
you.
Tisca.
He hella clowned us. So then, it's the middle of the day, it's fine. And then we get into the city, and we're blocked. The sun is blocked by all the buildings.
Yeah, of course.
As soon as that happens, fool, hell no, fool. I start getting cold. And I'm like, hey, fool, we got to find a store or something. Marshalls. All right, cool. There's a Marshalls right there. Go to Marshalls. I get a thick-ass jacket, and I'm cool.
Yeah, that happened to me in London, bro.
Hey, how was that?
It was awesome, bro.
You went just for the game?
I literally, dude, I'm telling you, this is me and my boy. Like I'm telling you, we just planned that Europe trip.
What's
just
his name?
for soccer. Cookie.
What's his real name?
Cayetano.
That's my grandpa's name.
Cayetano Topete Soto.
Ese
That
mero,
motherfucker has a fucking like Mexican
Ese
fucking warrior
mero,
fucking name, dude. But yeah, that fucking the homie fucking Cookie, bro. Like yeah, so we just planned it, dude. Like one day we were fucking like chilling and shit, you know. And I sent him this tweet where fucking like one of the soccer players, Santi Jimenez.
Yeah.
There's a video of him like fucking like seeing like where his team got drawn into.
Yeah.
So he got drawn into playing against like fucking Bayern Munich, Manchester City, then I forgot who else. He got into like the group of death type shit.
Right.
And he was just like, oh shit. So like I remember I said it to him, like full like where we're gonna go watch him. We're gonna go watch him in fucking Holland, England, or Germany.
Yeah.
And he goes like, well, I'll see right now when tickets come out, bro. And what time they're releasing tickets? I was like, they said like fucking like 12 p.m. bro.
Midnight.
And then so he goes like, all right. So the next day he messages me. He's like, dude, I found tickets. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, fucking. It's gonna be like the second to last home game it's against Bayern Munich, but it's in Rotterdam, in fucking the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And I was like, no shit. He's all like, and I just bought him.
Yeah,
like
I love that.
Yeah, I was like, what? And he sends me the fucking screenshot. He's all like, we're fucking going to Holland, bro. And I was like, oh shit. So and this isn't like in September, bro. I want to say it was like in September.
Yeah.
So we start planning it, bro. And then we're like, well, fuck, dude, might as well be out there. Like, let's just take our vacation and fucking explore Europe.
Oh, because you guys work together. That's right. Yeah.
So that's when the fucking thing went, well, let's go to London, let's go to England. Like, let's go to fucking Spain and let's go to fucking France. You know, it's all there.
I love your picture of you like in front of the Eiffel Tower. Like you're just like standing there. Like that's just
bro,
funny.
it's random, bro. So like
that's why it's funny.
So that fucking picture, dude. I fucking have the homie. I was like, hey, take a picture of me, bro. Like, I really want a fucking picture in front of the fucking Eiffel Tower. And then
were you there at night or no?
It was at night, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like,
did you see it like star up?
Yeah. So like every hour at the beginning of every hour, it fucking lights up.
Yeah.
And fucking it does like its little pattern. I guess it changes patterns every fucking hour.
Yeah.
It's not the same pattern and shit. So I get there and like fucking, I tell him, like, hey, fool, take a picture of me. And that fool's like, horrible, dude. He's a dude.
The worst.
He's a dude, bro.
Mercy gets mad at me every day.
He's a fucking dude, bro. You know, I can't
I
blame the homie, bro. You know, like, so there's this fucking chick, bro, like that was walking right there, and I was like, hey, and I see her fucking taking pictures like a fucking professional, dude.
Mercy.
Nah, the thing is, she was from Texas, bro.
Wow, shit.
Yeah, homegirl from Texas. I don't know where you're at, but I don't know where you were from. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, darling.
She was from Texas, bro, and fucking, I go up to her and I'm like, hey, was like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you take a picture of me? She was like, yeah. She told me how to stand. She told me how to pose and where to turn, bro. She did something to my fucking iPhone that I don't know, but that picture came out fire, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, can you just follow me around Paris?
Put that bitch in portrait mode or
Yeah,
something.
dude. Like, she did something, dude. And that fucking picture came out dope, bro. But, yeah, like, shout out to that homegirl, dude. She did. But,
Nah, shout out to Cayetano that
for
was
fucking
going.
yeah, hey, facts. So, well, point being, dude, so we planned this shit, dude. And then we get to London, and then we get to London, bro, and we were just going to go to the Real Madrid game in Spain and to that Champions League game. But I really wanted to go see Manchester United play.
Was the Spain game in Barcelona?
And I was in Madrid.
Oh, okay.
And I really wanted to go to a Manchester United game. And I was like, dude, it's like a fucking hour train ride from London. Yeah. Like, let's go, dude. So we got tickets on the way, on the plane over there. We got tickets, dude. So we get there, and then I was like, hey, bro, like, well, fucking, these two Mexican players are playing tomorrow, bro, and I think they're playing here in London. Yeah. Let's go to that game, too. And he was like, well, fuck, check how much tickets are. And we got fucking tickets last minute. Hella cheap, bro.
Europe is cheap.
Bro.
It's cheap to travel in Europe, too.
We paid like £68 for those fucking tickets, bro. Like, it came out to like probably like $80 per ticket. And we were like 3 rows down from like fucking front row. Yeah, that's tight. It was fucking dope, dude. And, well, point being, dude, like, we go to that game, and then once again, I tell Cookie, I was like, hey, let's take a fucking picture in the stadium holding up our fucking flag, you know? And fucking, I told him, I was like, hey, ask that girl to fucking, that homegirl to fucking take a picture of us. Fool's a fucking shy boy, bro. Like, he's like, nah, bro, like, you go ask him.
He talks a big game, man.
He doesn't even talk a big game, bro. My boys are just a shy boy, dude. Like, you know, like, fucking Cookie, bro, you fucking suck,
shy
dude.
guy.
So I fucking go up to tell homegirl, I was like, hey, can you take a picture of me and my boy, you know? And she was like, yeah, sure. She ends up being Mexican.
Okay. The girl from Texas?
No, this is a different girl.
Oh,
this is
right,
London.
right. My bad.
This is in London. Ends up being like, she ends up being from Tijuana, bro. From TJ.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh shit, you guys are Mexican? We're like, yeah, dude. So we tell her, we're like, you know, what part of Mexico we're from. We start chit-chatting with her and her homeboy. Well, long story short, her homeboy ends up being the chef of one of the Mexican players, bro.
What?
We met the homie and homie Alvaro, shout out, and fucking well yeah, dude, we had bought the jerseys from that Mexican player, and we're trying to get his attention for him to sign our jerseys. Yeah. Well, obviously we didn't get his attention, and then the homeboy's all like, give me your jerseys, I'll get them signed for you. Dang. And I was like, for real, dude? He's all like, yeah, just follow me. So we followed him to the player's parking lot, and like the player picked him up, and he's like, hey, do me a favor, sign my friend's jerseys, yeah. And I got the video where fucking Edson Alvarez is signing our jerseys, bro. So like fucking random story, bro. Like, you know, I thought that was pretty fucking awesome, dude. You know, like me asking someone to take my picture, and then next thing end up being the fucking plug for me getting my jersey signed. So
you really do follow soccer like that heavy. And I asked that because like I wouldn't have known that a Mexican national player went to go play.
So that's the only reason we went in the first place, bro. I'm telling you, because like we went to go follow that Mexican player, Santi Jimenez.
Oh, okay.
Like we wanted to go see him play in the Champions League, bro. Like, you know, against Bayern Munich, dude. So like, dude, that's fucking badass. And then obviously we knew Raúl Jimenez. And Edson Alvarez, they played for like 2 London teams, you know, like. So they were playing the derby that day we landed. The next day, I mean, they landed, and we went to the game. And we got to see 2 other Mexican players fucking play that day.
That's tight.
You know, the captain of the fucking national team and the guy that just scored the winners for the fucking Mexican team this weekend. You know, we got to see him play in fucking Europe, dude, like at the high level, dude. You know?
So we're going to go to a soccer game this year or what?
I'm down, bro.
Mercy's going to buy me a ticket to the Mexico game.
Which one?
The one that was last Thursday in LA.
She was going to buy you?
Well, I guess somebody that she follows was gonna go, and they were selling their tickets. She's like, "Do you want to go?"
We were supposed to go to the final on Sunday, but I bitched out. Bills, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Bills. I had to pay my bills.
You're right. Destiny's Child.
Yeah, bills, you know? And it sucks, you know. Like, but oh well. It was a good game, but whenever you want to go with this, bro.
Yeah, let me know.
I mean, we fucking went to the Chivas game against Atlas on Saturday. Well, we didn't go to the game, but one of our little homies.
Atlas, they played where?
They played in San Jose on Thursday, dude.
At
PayPal.
PayPal's the one
Where
that's
the earthquakes play by the airport.
right.
So they played against Chivas that day, and then me and this fool fucking went, and we went like the night before, dude. It's fucking funny, dude. Like the night before, bro. Like this fool hits me up. He's like, bro, what are you doing? I was like, I'm doing shit, bro. He's all like, hey, go with me to San Jose. He's like, I'm trying to stock some fucking Chivas players. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, I'm trying to go see if they can fucking sign my jerseys. Like, let's go look for the hotel.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right.
Damn, what the fuck?
Like that, bro.
Damn.
No,
I thought you were joking about the stocking. Let's
folks.
go find their hotel.
So we fucking go, dude, and then we fucking we show up, dude, and then like there's some players in the fucking living room, like in the bar area of the hotel.
Yeah.
And you know, we got their jerseys, we took some pictures with them, and then the next day he tells me like, hey, bro, like, you know, these fools are gonna throw a tailgate with one of the grupos from here in town.
Yeah.
They're gonna go do free promotion at the tailgate, and like, let's go. You know, all right, cool. So we go, we fucking party with them and shit, and then he tells me, he's like, hey, bro, like, let's go back to the hotel and wait for these fools.
Dude.
And I was like, I was like, I'm fucking down, bro.
Crazy ex-boyfriend right here.
Bro, we took a picture with Omar Bravo, like a fucking Chivas legend, and then like we were waiting there for like what, 3 hours?
Yeah, like 3 hours.
I ended up with that full signature. I'm not telling you how, but I ended up with that full signature. Like,
That's the case.
yeah, I can't talk about that.
You were underneath the stall. Hey, yeah. Sign it real quick.
I cannot tell you how I got that fool's autograph, bro. Like, no, I did not suck his dick. But it cost me $20, bro. Yeah, and then we took a picture with the homie, dude, with that the Marbravo, and then fucking we were waiting there for, and we're like, well, the fucking players are gonna come back to the hotel after the game.
Yeah.
Dude, we waited there for like what, 3 hours?
Yeah, like 3 hours.
3 hours, dude. The players showed up like almost at 1 o'clock in the morning back to the hotel. Bro, we fucking, first of all, Chicharito, you're a dick. I fucking hate you.
Damn, fool, he didn't say he
Bro,
blew you off?
He's a fucking piece of shit, bro.
That was an ass.
He's a fucking ass, bro. Like, literally, like, I was asking for a picture, and he was like, fucking move. He's like, he didn't want to take a picture of me. And
I need word for word, fool.
So I told him, I was like, hey, Chicharito, una foto, porfa. He's like, no, quítate. And but a little kid got in front of him and put his jersey. So he starts signing the little kid's jersey. And I fucking tell him, like, eso me fueras dicho cuando te compré la puta playera del Manchester de Real Madrid, perro. I fucking told him.
Yeah.
And then all he did was just, like, look up. And, like, but the picture came out blurry, bro. And then he walked off.
Damn,
yeah,
that fool.
Yeah, he's a fucking dickhead, bro.
So what do you do with his jersey now?
I don't wear them. Fuck it. I'm not gonna say I have them. So edit this out.
I don't have his jersey. I didn't buy it, bro.
Yeah, fuck that. Nah, they were gifts. Nah, but yeah, he's a big old dickhead. But yeah, we got to see like a bunch of other players, huh? Like Alan Moso. Funny ass video with that fool. Yeah, I got a funny ass video with that fool. And then like, you know, like a Conejito Brizola. You know, a bunch of like Chivas players that were there. I'm not even a Chivas fan, but I was out there with the homie. You know, he's a diehard Chivas fan, and you know, and dude, to be honest, it's pretty cool, bro. Like, you know, some of these players are actually pretty cool.
So you say you're more into soccer than football?
Oh, bro, I just love sports in general, bro.
Okay.
I love sports. It's either boxing, football, baseball. I get into it, bro. I'm just a huge fanatic. I love sports in general.
I've never been able to get into soccer.
It's fun, dude.
Like not that
I even watch hockey, bro. I watch golf.
Sometimes I like golf. I've been into golf now just because
bro,
I
recently just got into like F1 racing, bro.
I needed people get.
And it's not that I don't have shit to do, but it's just like it's badass, bro.
I need people to get hyped up for MotoGP, all right? Motorcycle racing. See,
yeah, I know. No, there's a big one in Laguna Seca, bro.
Man.
I know what it is.
I need people to get pumped up. I need that to blow up. And to get more eyes on that.
That's mostly like up in Europe, no?
It is mostly a European thing. They have a couple of... They come to the States.
Because I know in Laguna Seca they do one.
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
So MotoGP is the world. They race in the world. So they used to go to Laguna Seca, but they made a big old bellow about noise and all that. So they don't go there anymore. They go to a Circuit of the Americas in Texas, in Austin.
Oh, okay.
So they go over there now. And they do one round in like every country. So they do one here, they do one like in Qatar. Qatar's like the first one. I think it's coming up or already happened, I don't know. They do Qatar, they do Spain, they do Japan, Indonesia, a bunch of different ones.
So it's kind of like Formula One.
It's like Formula One, but with motorcycles.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to watch like a docu-series or a documentary on it, the movie's called Hitting the Apex with Brad Pitt as the narrator.
No shit.
Yeah, it's pretty
Netflix
good.
Netflix or
No,
where to watch it?
it might Prime.
Prime?
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Okay.
It's like 2.5 hours long, but it's. I wish it would take off the way F1 took off, and I don't understand why F1 or how F1 took off. You know what I mean?
They sold it right, bro. And they had a Mexican driver, bro, that hecked it up at one point. That fool's not even on there anymore, huh?
Well, they have a couple of Mexican riders on the.
But does he win?
Moto America, yeah.
Did
Moto America is a U.S. circuit,
Mm-hmm.
and then Moto GP is
It's the world.
But Moto America, there's a guy from he's from Mexico City. He's pretty badass, dude.
Yeah, dude. I think it hit off a lot for us Mexicans when Checo Perez was fucking. Yeah, for Formula One, that fool was like winning with Red Bull and shit. So.
And he's not racing anymore.
Nah, I think his contract ended up and he ended up resigning. I think they got this Japanese guy now.
Dang.
Yeah. So I don't know why he's not racing or he's in the division lower now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not in the F1 anymore.
But yeah, we gotta catch a race or we gotta catch something.
Yeah, dude, let me know. I'm always down. You know I'm adventurous as fuck. I'm always down.
All day.
I'm always down, bro. So.
Invite me to one of your events.
Bro, actually, I'm always looking for people, bro.
For what?
For these coming up videos that I'm gonna be shooting. I just need background people, bro.
I'm like, to do what? I'm like,
no, literally. So,
I'm like, what are we doing?
so like, let me explain to you, bro. Like, when I shoot these, when we shoot these music videos and shit, bro,
Yeah.
like, it's literally just a big privada.
Okay.
It's like it's a party, bro.
Yeah.
We have fucking alcohol, but we obviously have music, and we just need people. You know, like
I'll bring the pictures.
yeah, you know, like pizzas.
I'll bring the
Pizzas. You know, like, and we just need people, like, you know, like sometimes we need people like sound in the background.
Yeah.
You know, just chilling, like not even looking into the camera all awkward and shit, but you know, like they're just having a good time drinking and shit.
Yeah, cause
Maybe dancing.
Where
you know?
were you at the last one? Where
It was in Watsonville, bro.
In Watsonville? All right. Let me know. I'll bring my quad.
Yeah, so this time we might do it. We might do it. I think we might do them here in town.
Okay.
Or around the area.
You guys gonna do one at a ruta or anything like that?
Probably, but right now we're probably gonna shoot at a homie's rancho.
Okay.
We're gonna set it up and maybe have caballos again. Because we had dancing horses.
Ones that dance?
Yeah, we had dancing horses for that video, and then we had a truck club fucking go up and like support us, park their trucks, and then we had like the caballos dancing while like he was out there singing and fucking doing his thing.
Man, yeah, that's tight.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome, bro. Like to me, bro, like I loved it. Like it was such an amazing fucking experience. Like, cause I got to like see and be a part of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like the behind the scenes thing, man, it's nuts. It's crazy how much work it goes into, like, you know, you see, like...
But who does the video recording?
We got this guy from LA
that
we hire on, but I do have a team now.
Yeah.
That goes
I love
by.
that. I have a team.
Yeah, I have a team now. You know,
Yeah.
I have a sound engineer and I have a videographer guy, you know, like, you know, that are working alongside with me. And, you know, like, but, you know, we're going through the other guy first while we build up the momentum and the clout, you know?
Yeah.
That guy, his YouTube channel is really big, so he helps us all.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Exposure.
So, yeah, he's putting us out there a lot, so it's like, that's what we're going through him. But I think we're going to do 1 or 2 more rounds with that guy, and then we're going to start working up independently. Unless we want to do more videos, then I'll bet my guys in.
All right.
You know, but
Sounds
yeah.
good.
Yeah, dude, like this year is gonna be like the year where I'm gonna be recording a lot, dude. So
You're gonna do your thing, and I'm gonna try to do my thing.
oh yeah, dude.
We'll catch up on it
Yeah, dude. Whenever, dude.
in a couple months. We'll see where we're
Yeah,
at.
and
See
I
where
can
you're at.
even invite you over, man. You know, have your little podcast there and fucking interview people and fucking do your thing right there with us and shit.
Sounds good.
You know, be a hype man there.
Like this little setup that I got, it's okay, but like I said, I had like a bigger setup with more mics, so the stuff that I showed you.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm just starting. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, bro. You gotta start somewhere.
So, like I said, I gotta get my foot in the door. I'm just trying, and my friends, you, and a bunch of other people said just do it. And
Yeah, man. The thing is, you're the only person stopping you is you, bro.
That's right.
You know, you've always had a great personality. You know how to talk to people. You know.
I try.
You know, like.
Either you love me or you hate me.
At the end of the day, bro, not everybody's gonna like you.
Yeah.
You know, like I know that shit. I learned that shit. You know, like I had to go through life, bro, to figure that shit out, bro.
That's
like
right.
not everybody's my friend. You know, and that's why I appreciate my inner circle even more now. You feel me?
And I think with that, we'll sign off.
All right, bro. Thanks for having me,
Thanks,
bro.
dude. I appreciate
Have a good
it.
one, bro.